Yo, what is good, Porch Talk Sports? Welcome into the show tonight. Good to be back again, y'all, doing this, y'all, guys. We're talking about Texans all season right now. Currently, pre-free agency preview. Well, really not a pre-free agency preview because we are making moves and making them quick. There's so many moves Nick Casario is doing. I can't keep up with all of them, guys. So I'm going to break each one down. I'm going to break the two trades down. The BMAC for Shaq Lawson trade, and we acquired Marcus Cannon via trade through draft picks, man. So, y'all, let me get into it. We had a lot to get into. My goodness. I'm so excited and fired up for this Texans offseason, y'all. Let's hit the intro, y'all. Like I said, welcome into Porch Talk Sports. I'm your host, JP, as usual. Welcome to the show tonight, y'all. This is Texans off-season preview or / free agency preview, guys. And it's really not a preview because my boy Nick Casario is making moves, and he has been making moves for 5 days straight. Let's start off. I'm going to break each part down. I'm literally going to start off by breaking down the Bernard McKinney for Shaq Lawson trade. That was an absolutely brilliant move by the Texans. We got rid of a linebacker that no longer fits our scheme because we are moving to a 4-3 defense, which requires more coverage linebackers, and that's just something that Bernard McKinney does not do well. He does not cover well. He's a good tackler, but not a good cover man. We traded him for a pass rusher, which we desperately need because we could not get any pass rush on any quarterbacks last season. We added Shaq Lawson to the mix, and y'all, he is a great, nice outside pass rusher. Doesn't get a lot of sacks, but gets a lot of pressure, which we did not have last year. You're going to line him up on the defensive line, opposite probably of a right now. It looks like probably Mercer's is probably going to step in that role, but we'll see if he's still on the team. That might change. We also, have a Menahue on the outside. We also have Jonathan Gennard moving back to defensive end, and also Jacob Martin too, man. So you had a rotational pass rusher to a solid group. The group still needs some retooling, I would say, but it is a very good acquisition and a very good scheme fit for what we are about to change to, and that is to the 4-3. It was a brilliant move. We didn't lose. We got, like I said, we got rid of a player that we were going to get rid of anyway, probably get released. And not only that, we move up in the draft. We no longer have a 7th round pick. We now have 4 6th round draft picks because of this trade. We traded our 7th for their 6th, and we move up a little bit more. And guys, it's just great value for us. So Shaq Lawson, if you don't know, look up his highlights. Guy has long arms, great speed rusher, can bring in lots of havoc off that edge, and that is something that was missing very, very much last season. That is something that I'm excited for and I'm fired up for, really, in terms of getting pressure on the quarterback. Next move that we need to talk about is the addition of Marcus Cannon from New England Patriots. We just did a swap of 4th, 5th, and 6th round picks. We're going to move up a little bit. We're going to move back a little bit, excuse me. They're going to move up a little bit in the draft. And we acquire a guy that is almost a Pro Bowl level offensive tackle. And the great thing about this, Marcus Cannon coming over to the Houston Texans, we had a guy that did not play last year. He opted out because of COVID. And my goodness, that means he is fresh. Yes, he played 4 positions on the offensive line. I think the only position he didn't play was center, if I'm mistaken. Excuse me. But you got to love that you have a guy that is versatile. But I think in this offensive line scheme, he is going to be bumped into guard. If y'all don't know, he played guard for a good amount of his career up there. He played right tackle, I think, the last 2 seasons he's played up there. But right guard, I think, is perfect for him, man. He played that position pretty well. He's a massive guy, 6'6", 335 pounds. Adding some just bulk to the offensive line. My goodness, it's really good to see a GM for the Houston Texans for the first time really actually invest in the offensive line, like legitly. This is honestly a solid offensive line now with the addition of Justin Britt from the Seahawks. Now, Justin Britt isn't as good as Marcus Cannon in my eyes, but he is an upgrade over Nick Martin, which we needed desperately at the center spot. I think Justin Britt is better at calling out blitzes. He's better at getting on down blocks. He's better in the passing game. We'll see how he does in the running game. I've watched this film. He's a little above average for the running game, but my goodness, he is going to fit the scheme that we are because we're moving to more of a power running scheme. And that's what he does well, especially coming from Seattle, where they run nothing but power run, really, I mean, for the most part. So that is a good addition, too, as well. You add Marcus Cannon, too, who is also a bully on that offensive line, too. And you have two guys right there with some nasty in it to go along with Titus Howard and Lamary Tunsil. So that is what those two additions really did for this team as well. Other key free agent pickups we had, man, Christian Kirksey. Christian Kirksey is a great inside linebacker that's going to really help us out this year. 1 year cheap deal. That's what I like about pretty much all these deals I'm about to mention, y'all. All these are short term, prove it to me deals for proven veterans, and we're building our team back up with a veteran leadership. Now, it's good that we get a guy like Kirksey. He's still experienced. He played for the Browns last year for the Green Bay Packers. He had a good playoff run last year. Solid season last year. I believe he had 2 interceptions, 80 tackles. I think like 5 pass deflections. And I think 1 forced fumble. He had a really good stat line and just really, really was solid for them when they needed him to. He fits into a scheme that I think might fit his game better, so he might actually improve it as a player. And he's only 28 years old, guys. This is a good, young, talented linebacker that is going to start for us immediately. Immediately replaces Bernard McKinney after that trade, and it's like I said, a good move for the Texans itself. Whether we re-sign Tyrell Adams or not is yet to be seen. We'll see too as well, but we'll wait for that one. Other moves that we made, of course, the Mark Ingram pickup was amazing. Mark Ingram is just right now they still have David Johnson listed as a starter. I think that changes. I think Mark Ingram will be the start out the season. But what I also think too is that even Mark Ingram will get replaced by a rookie running back, which I personally think we still need to go after in the NFL draft. There's plenty of great rookie running backs that we can get out of this draft, so let's hold off and see what we can get out of the draft too. And I totally believe the Texans at some point, whether it's with that 3rd pick or some down time later in the draft, which I would be prefer rather than get a later round running back to really bolster that running game, dude. It's going to be a great move for them. Another great move that we did, man, Andre Roberts. Low-key great move because we signed to a cheap $1 million deal, 1 year, $1 million deal, Pro Bowl caliber punt returner. That is something we struggled with so much in the past. My goodness. I mean, to get Andre Roberts, now we actually have a guy that can get you more than 9 yards a return. We actually have somebody that can actually change field position. And that's exciting, man. We haven't had that in a long time. I mean, last guy that was even close to that was Jacoby Jones. And that was damn near 8 years ago. Yes. Think about that. Honestly, when was the last time we had a really significantly good punt returner? Don't worry, I'll wait. It was Jacoby Jones. So, to get into that, man, that was just great to see that little pickup right there. Another great pickup he also did today, man, Malik Collins from the Las Vegas Raiders. He also played for the Dallas Cowboys in the past and was honestly a part of that defensive team or Dallas that really was actually solid for them a couple of years ago. He went to Las Vegas, really didn't fit that scheme too well. I want to say they ran like a multiple kind of D where they ran a hybrid 3-4 over there. This is going to be more of a just basic 4-3, and adding a guy like that, I mean, he had kind of a down year last year, but to get him on a cheap contract like this on a 1 year prove it to me deal is a perfect situation for him too as well. Doesn't hurt our cap. If he's not good, we can just release him. I mean, and that's what you love about all these moves. All these moves are not detrimental to the future of this team. It is great to see a GM that is actually mentally capable of legit putting out good contracts out here. I'm excited to see what he does next because I'm hearing from Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter that the Texans are even close to being done making moves. We are really, really, really the most active team in the league, and it honestly, when was the last time honestly when you think about that, we've never been the most aggressive team in free agency ever. Honestly, I mean, literally, the rest of the league just started pretty much doing moves today. I think everybody was like, damn, oh shit, I think the Texans are actually trying to win games next year. And the league has to follow. We legit signed some guys that are going to be effective starters for us. I mean, think about it, man. Kirksey's a starter. Justin Britt's a starter. Malik Collins is probably going to be a starter. I mean, Andre Roberts is going to be our starting punt returner. Mark Ingram might be our starting running back. So to add these additions to a team that is just it's doing a lot of scheme fit and what I'm saying, doing a lot of changes to their defense and offense, it's good to see that we are retooling with veterans who are ready to play and are ready to make immediate impacts on prove it to me deals. Other things that are going about with the Houston Texans, there's a lot of rumors right now that Roby may be traded, Merciless may be traded too as well, or both of them might be flat out released. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Is it a smart move? I mean, Merciless situation, yes. Roby, I'm not too sure that's a smart move to just flat out release him. I think we can get some type of draft value out of him. That would be nice if we did. But it's yet to be seen. But if you get rid of those two contracts, you save $18 million just about on your salary cap, and that can you do so much more in free agency, man. And so let's you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this, man. I wasn't a big believer in Nick Casario when he came here, but with the moves he's making, he has me on hush mouth. He has me on hush mouth. I really can't say anything negative about a single move. The only thing I might be critical of is that he released J.J. Watt. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that outside of that, I can't be mad at a single thing he's done. I mean, you cannot sit back and say the Texans did not improve this offseason with the moves they made. They are not going to only win 4 games next year. I can guarantee you that. They might win 5. I'm playing now. They're going to win more than 5. But I think right now, I can comfortably say we should be able to win at least 8 games. Don't be wrong, we're not even close to being done. We still need to revamp our secondary. We still need some help at wide receiver. We need to restructure Eric Murray's contract, Ronald Cobb's contract. We need to get rid of those contracts somehow, some way, or get rid of those contracts. Like I said, get rid of those contracts somehow, some way, and then we can really start really start making real moves. Mercer's situation is also another one to look at, and possibly Roby. So to sit back with the first few days of free agency, you have free agency and watching them go by, you have to feel comfortable as a Houston Texans fan that we are making the right moves and doing the right things, guys. So, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in today, y'all. This is free agency, man. I might do another video later on in case he makes something special happen, but I'm going to try and probably do these once every day, guys. So, I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. And, guys, y'all have a blessed evening, and I hope to see y'all then. Hit that subscribe button for me, guys. Hit that like button. Also, comment your thoughts on what the Texans are doing, and I appreciate it so much, y'all. And always, God bless, and may the porch be with you. Thank you so much, y'all.